What's up, everyone? Big Black Love here. Well, sporting a Dr. Cranky's Laboratory shirt, which I go on the front. So, yeah, well, I got a bunch of crap out on the bench, but I got the bottom shelf area all done. And I got my little computer tower shelf in there built. And next week, it's Saturday, so I think Tuesday or Wednesday, my Wi-Fi card for my computer should show up, and then I'll be moving it over here. And I'm thinking I might actually build a little thing, pull-out drawer shelf there for my keyboard to sit on. Because even though it's nice to work that high, I don't know if it's going to be nice to type that high on the desk. But yeah, so wanted to build some stuff, and I pulled a few kits off the shelf last night. This one I'm gonna hold off on for a day or two before I start it. But 32 Ford Phantom, I'm gonna do a lime ice and flat black on that guy with some custom, but doing some slight modifications to this kit, but I'm turning it into a curbside kit. I'm not doing any suspension or engine, but I put a hood scoop on it and mini tub the back and put some skinny wheels on the front. And then this, the Shelby Cobra 427, I'm just painting purple and putting it together pretty much. I need to go get some stuff for black wash so I can darken up the door jambs. I was going to put another coat on the car, but as nice as the paint turned out, the only thing was the jambs and the seams and stuff. So I figured I'd just black wash them. So I need to go get some more water-based black so I can wash them. And I got pretty much all that. Let's see, interior tub and the frame. And then here's the interior for the Camaro. And then here you can see where I tubbed them out. And I'm hoping once it's all together and the tires are in there, it probably won't be quite as noticeable, but and then if it is, I'll just have to make a couple strips to put in here to cover up where my fingers were to make it look like the tubs come up next to the seats. I've seen tons of cars where they do this, where they tub it and then just put the seat back in, but they make it a little bit narrower. But here is what that's looking like. Basically, the blocks I'm gonna slide behind it there. That's just not. So anyways, put a huge Pro Stock snorkel hood scoop on there, and the hood's gonna stay flat black with the hood scoop. The body, I am probably more than likely going to paint the revving red. I'm thinking I might actually switch it up to a blue or something, but it's got a dimple in the roof, and I was thinking they almost look like perfect little dents, so I'm gonna leave them. And I had a couple glue issues with the front, so I think I might kind of make it look like it got scratched or something. But I'm gonna put this guy out in the garage probably. So I'm just doing a quick custom build for something cool to stick in the window out there. It doesn't matter if it gets broken or whatever. I don't want to spend too much time on it. And then yeah, so that's what I got going for right now. And I'm hoping that get the chassis done for the Shelby tonight. I want to let the body sit for another day or two, and then I'm going to probably try to paint that either red or blue later. And gotta paint up the engine, and I gotta decide whether to paint the center of the wheels purple, black, or just leave them all chrome for the. But we'll see. And yeah, so that's what I got going on for now. And this over here is going to be my tire center. I'm going to separate my tires from the backs, and then the chrome pieces, and then custom rims, truck rims, lowrider rims, leftover kit, full sets, and then miscellaneous wheels in the top probably. So I'm gonna label them all. And over in that box I got tons of Hot Wheels and die-cast, small die-cast cars and stuff to go on the window seals. And the little clear bins I have down here that are full of parts, bagged kits, and like all these are the parts I bought, funny car parts from Jim in Ohio and stuff. I'm going to separate those a little bit better, but those clear bins fit perfectly underneath my shelf down there. So that's going to be full of bag kits and spare part kits, and spare parts like that are complete, like the Jim in Ohio stuff is, complete chassis, split up kit parts, stuff like that. And then this 3-drawer guy down there, focus, is for all my styrene. And then styrene tube and sticks. The bottom, the middle is sheet and diamond plate, stuff like that. And the bottom is clear, paper clips, chains, metal wire, stuff like that. Don't have a clue what I'm going to start putting in this one, but I think I might use that for like putting kits in that are in progress, that I'm working on to rotate in and out of to keep dust off them, or plastic bits, because the computer screen's going to go in a corner, and then I'll still have plenty of room for 2 or 3 kits at once on this bench. And then I'm thinking more and more that I do not want to put my airbrush kit setup booth in that corner. I'm actually thinking I'm going to build the booth over here next to the lower bench, and then have a tube that goes to the window, and or even possibly just poke a hole and put a vent with a dust catcher box on the outside, so I don't have paint dust all outside in my garden. But one way or another, I'm going to put it there with slightly lower desk, and then have the big booth with the lights and doors, and then I'll put some shelves above it or whatever. And then this is my plan for the shelf for my kits for this wall, which I haven't done all my math yet for what wood I have left, but if I have enough, I'm gonna do this so I can move my kits out of the other room. But basically I'm using 2x4s. It's going to be ran up on each side of the wall, and then in the middle there's going to be a support, and it's going to have 2x4s running across this way. They're going to be 12-inch shelves or 12 inches deep on the top shelf, the bottom shelf, and obviously the floor. The bottom is going to be for big kits, so it's actually going to have a little over 28 inches from the ground to the bottom of the opening of the 2x4, and then The second shelf, from the top of the 1/2 inch plywood all the way up to the bottom of the 2x4 on the top, is going to be 25, which is 6 kits tall plus a little bit, so if you have a slightly bigger or smaller kits. And then with the 2x4 and the plywood on top, and that leaves me like 28.5 or 29 inches on the top, which will be another 6 or 7 high. So I will literally be able to stack, if you count the bottoms, because they'll hold 7, you know, I'll be able to stack 19 to like 22, 23 kits high, without them being crushed or whatever. So I should be able to hold like 300, 400 kits just on this one wall. And that'll be perfect, because that's way more than I have now, so I can spread them out and organize them into race cars, trucks, hot rods, lowriders, blah 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 blah. So yep, and that's about all I know for now. We're slowly but surely turning it into the kit cave. Peace.